This is a good example where there's only one word that's right, but it's still not necessarily the word that I would have used if I were writing the sentence. So the answer is A, surmounted. Jenkins surmounted these problems. Now, if you're not familiar with that word, that could be a problem. Surmount means to kind of like overcome, and maybe that's exactly what I would have said if I were writing the sentence. But that option is not available to us. And so sometimes we need to be comfortable picking slightly more advanced words that we're a little bit more unfamiliar with, because in this case, the other three are words we should be familiar with and are definitely wrong, right? So first of all, a word like, or phrase like beat back, right? You beat back these problems. Well, that's very informal. Like, it has that kind of physicality to it. You're beating it back. No, that's just, it's not good for academic writing. And destroy is also a little too informal, right? You don't destroy a problem, you solve a problem. So this is very, very strange. And for that same reason, vanquish is not going to work. It's a more advanced word, so maybe again, we're a little uncomfortable with what it means, but to vanquish is to destroy in the sense that like you vanquish your enemies, you beat them and you make them lose. And so you don't vanquish a problem. You can vanquish a person or an enemy, but not a problem. And so this is just a good example of what the SAT is testing here. It is testing usage. It is testing whether words that are very similar can actually be used interchangeably. And they cannot. Surmount means to destroy in a way, but it's the only one that can be used to talk specifically about like a problem, right? You wouldn't surmount an enemy either. So it doesn't work the other way either. So this is exactly what we need to think about when we do these questions, is just what is the right feeling for a word. If these are words that are unusual for you, that you don't have a good sense of, then you might end up guessing a lot on these, but you can still do a good job of eliminating words that you know don't work. So even when there's hard words here, you still have a shot by getting rid of the ones that you are positive don't work. Don't be afraid of picking like slightly harder words if you just know that everything else won't work.